What is up, you guys? It's Yaz and welcome back to my channel. If you can tell by the title, this is going to be the top nursing secrets to being successful in nursing school. So without further ado, I'll get right into the video. Now, when it comes to nursing school, there's not no specific way to do it. There's not no manual to doing it. We all have our own niche. We all have our ways of doing things that works for us. So this is my opinion. These are my top secrets that's been getting me thus far, because I am in my last term of nursing school. So fingers crossed, prayers up for your girl, because baby, I'm only on my second week and it's been rough, but I can ramble on and on. So let me just get back on top. So with that being said, one of my top secrets to being successful in school is always be ahead. If you're not ahead, you're not where you need to be, if that makes sense. What I've learned throughout this process is that as soon as you get that syllabus, go ahead and start those assignments. Any assignments that you have access to, that you're able to start, go ahead and get them started and done. So when those dates come up, you don't even have to worry about it, because honey, that stuff will creep up on you. And that's when you start feeling that stress. That's when you start feeling overworked, because you're already going to be stressed about the classes. You do not want to be stressed about assignments. So definitely be ahead. So the next key to success is kind of hand in hand with the first one, is by being ahead, you're going to be able to put in self-care time, which is so important. I cannot stress that enough. By being ahead, you'll be able to schedule in those days to have, get yourself a manicure, get yourself a pedicure. Even if you're broke because you're in nursing school, you can take the time to do it yourself at home, or do something that you've been neglecting, like washing your hair. And yes, sis, I said washing your hair because it do get that real. I was going through a time where I would keep this bun in my head for like a week and a half until I decided to wash it and then put it back up, because baby, waking up and all that stuff, it just don't go. But like I said, that stuff will add up. You will really start neglecting yourself. So even fellas, like if it's saving up, buying some clippers and making sure you shave your own head, or if you are able to go to the barbershop, make sure you're getting those haircuts, something that's making you feel like you're still yourself. Because when you start nursing school, you won't. Like even right now, I don't feel like myself. I'm not really able to do the things that I was prior to nursing school. So those little things do help. And the only way you'll be able to actually have those self-care days is by being ahead on your assignment. Because if you are just doing things day to day with all these assignments, you're not going to have time to take time for yourself. And that's so key. And that's probably going to be one of the most important things I say in this video, because self-care goes hand in hand with your performance. And that's just my opinion. And yeah, so definitely be ahead in your work so you can add in those self-care days. So during nursing school, you're going to be taking multiple different classes. Everyone has their strong suit, everyone has their weaknesses in those weak classes. But one thing that they do have in common is that it all depends on your work ethic and your study habits. So with that being said, is understand how you learn. And what I mean by that is, if you're a visual person, do you like to see graphs? Do you like to, color code things? Or if you're a learner who's more like, who has to write things to remember them, or if you have to hear things, like have audio lectures and stuff like that, know your style of learning. Because once you figure out your style of learning, it'll be easier for you to compose your notes and to know how to approach your work when it's time to study. And that's what I focused with in the beginning, because I was so wrapped up in trying to look up on Google. Because back then when I started this channel, I didn't have many nursing YouTubers. I had the Nurse Nook and Fatima Francesa, but Fatima wasn't really posting nursing videos. It was more beauty back then. So I basically looked at nursing forums in the Nurse Nook and looked at those study tips. What I'm trying to say is that you are not me. I am not other YouTubers. I am not other nursing, and we all retain information different. So once you figure out how you learn, then you can take on the material that you need to learn. So with that being said, I'm very visual. I have to color code my notes. Everything that I have is color coded. I use sticky notes that are color coded. My markers are color coded, because I'm very visual. I can look at something and I'll remember it. So by me writing it in colors, I'm like, okay, I wrote that in green. What was green? Oh wait, those were antibiotics. Bet. Boom, there's the answer. And that's just how I learned stuff. But there's so many other ways to tackle your information. So if you are visual like me, try using different colors. If you're audio, definitely look up, you know, lectures and stuff, and so on and so on. So definitely learn your style of learning. So the next tip to success would be look at your material every single day. And I know it sounds crazy, like, girl, I have a life, I have other things to do, I got kids, so on, whatever. But honey, if you want to succeed, you're going to have to make sacrifices. And I just gotta say it blunt and raw just like that, because that's one thing I learned. Like, you don't got time to complain and say you had to go to work and do this and do this and do this. Everyone in nursing school has their own journey. Everyone has their own battles that they have to go through. Trust me, I am living it. But at the end of the day, those classes and those instructors don't stop. Things are going to keep on going. So definitely look at your material every single day. And I'm not saying go crazy, go hard, study and like vamp it every night. No, because I'd be a big old liar in front of you guys. But I keep it real. I don't study every day, but I do look at my material every day. Even if that's just like looking at the book that I have on my phone, or pulling my book out and kind of just looking at my notes. Like, even if I do decide to watch a little bit of TV, I'll have the TV on, but I'll have my book out. So I'm kind of looking at stuff, and just by looking at it for 15 minutes a day, it will help, because you don't realize how much you retain just by looking at it. So just keep your notes out every single day. Just keep that stuff fresh in your brain, and that will be the key to success, okay? The next tip that I have for you guys is know your resources. I feel like so many nursing students and students in general do not utilize the resources that they have. Even I don't use all the resources that are available to me. But what I did learn is that many of the books that you purchase, or many of the books that you have for school, usually have like an interactive course via the internet. So definitely scratch off, when you get a new book, check the first cover of your book and see if there is a interactive website. In that website, you're able to register your book and do practice quizzes and stuff like that for free. And when I tell you, that helps, because when you are getting these tests, they're from corporate and they know what book you have, so they're pulling it from that book. A lot of the times they have the same resources that you have, but more from a more from an instructor point of view. So a lot of the times you will see questions being recycled from that site, and I am living proof of that. It is no secret. They will tell you that themselves. So definitely look at what your book has resources for, because I was so sleep on those interactive quizzes. So the next tip that I have for you guys is one tip that I live by. Like, it is my holy grail. It's what's really been keeping me productive, is making to-do lists. I've always been the type to write things down and have to-do lists, but I didn't start really utilizing it until I got into nursing school, and it's made so much of a difference. Because as the classes got harder, I realized, okay, I need to pull out these to-do lists. So every week what I do is I write down a to-do list Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I'll look at my syllabus and see what's coming up and write in what I want to do when it comes to what chapters I need to read, what assignments I need to get done, and I check off as I finish it. Even if I have like say if for whatever reason I have to be on campus and we're not really doing much, and it's going to be like a free time for us to just study and stuff like that, I will write a to-do list for just that day of what I want to do right then. So definitely utilize your to-do list, and by doing your to-do list, you will get done with your assignments way beforehand, because you're going through the list of what you have to get done. So there's like, you're finishing things before actual due dates come up. So that is a major key to success, because when it comes to nursing school, organization is what it falls back on. If you're not organized, you're probably gonna struggle a little bit, because you don't know what's due. You're not aware of what's due and stuff like that. So last but definitely not least, I feel like it's really important, and it's a major key to being successful, is be aware of your mental health and definitely take care of yourself while being in nursing school, because it's very easy to get sidetracked and, you know, be worried about school and be just so stressed, and, you know, you can feel down, you can feel, you know, unmotivated, and defeated. So definitely focus on your mental health. I know for me, I definitely had an emotional roller coaster during this journey. Like even now, I am in my last term and I feel like my anxiety has been worse than it's ever been because I feel like I'm so close to the end. I can't mess up, I don't want to mess up, you know, that stress is like really real. Like these knots on my back, they not playing. So with that being said, is be aware of your mental health. Understand that you're not gonna know everything. Everything's not gonna be easy. You can't compare yourself to the next person because like I said, everybody is different. What's hard for them may be easy to you and vice versa. So pay attention to yourself. When you feel yourself getting overwhelmed, tell yourself it's okay. Take a step back, you know, even if it's, you know, step outside for a little bit and, you know, get some fresh air. Do what it takes to, you know, find your inner peace. So by recognizing, you know, those signs of when you are feeling a little down, when your mental health is kind of like yikes, you're gonna be able to step back and fix it, you know, so you can take on the next day. Because when your mind is somewhere else, when you're not feeling like yourself because of everything that's going on, it's gonna show in your schoolwork. If you watched my last video, I mentioned a little bit how I wasn't myself, and you know, I did have a little slip up where I didn't get the kind of grades that I was used to or whatever. So it's definitely important. That's it, you guys. I kind of filtered out, you know, like certain tips and stuff because I felt like these were the most important, and if I would have went on, it would have just got repetitive because they all kind of intertwine. I hope this video was helpful. Like I said, everything that I said in this video was my opinion from my experience thus far in nursing school. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any videos you'd like me to see. If you haven't already, go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Snapchat because I love y'all. I'm always talking to you guys and it makes my heart flutter when you message me. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye. Say hey. Say thank you so much for watching this video.
Thank you for watching the video.
Say subscribe to my channel. Say it.
Say good night on my channel.
Say give me a big thumbs up.
Give me a big thumbs up.
Do it. Them big thumbs up. And we'll see you in the next video.
See you in the next video.
Go. Bye.
Bye.